Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it is time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, February 13th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about, of course, is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the market today. So what a day, right? So you think nothing happened last night, right? The weekly chart is still back up here at all-time high area, right? So pushing up really nicely on the weekly chart as we got through that congestion zone. Okay, so what happened yesterday? We talked about this last night, like when the futures were down. We talked about, okay, where are we going to gap down to? We're probably going to gap down to about that 3350-ish area, 3350 area. Anyway, it ended up being 3365 as they recovered a little bit. In the futures this morning, we held the upward trend line, and that is actually going to be a topic for tonight, I believe, on the free YouTube live stream. Anyway, we held that there, right, and then pushed up, right? So we're getting really close back to all-time highs right here. We're up 57 cents, but it was a great recovery, a 20.91 point range today. So if you think about a huge recovery today, and again, why are we seeing this? Because we're bullish, right? We're bullish. She'll prove it otherwise, right? We held the trend line, we held trend, and we're continuing, we're at all-time highs. So that is where we were at today. So let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. So the bulls decided to fill the gap, fade the gap back up, and are holding pretty well, right? We had a nice 15 orb today, and we got some pretty crazy action, today. Came back down, held, and got a higher low here, right, on the 15-minute chart with a nice hammer, and that started the move up on SPX. So great stuff on SPX, and the bulls remain in control so far. So great stuff there. A couple of the ones that hit our radar this morning. Some of our members did really well on our live stream today on Netflix. This is one that met a certain criteria that we like to use at the open for a nice, strong move, and some members caught that one for a great ride this morning, and great job on that one. So that was Netflix today. Let's take a look, see how it looks on the daily chart real quick. Daily chart, really nice move, right? Cleared the prior day's highs and is still continuing to be very bullish here. So Tesla, what a move today. Goodness gracious. So this is a great buy the dip opportunity. We talked about that last night and this morning, right? So we had right, from contraction leads to expansion, right? Contraction, expansion, right? So we got really tight there at the inside day and got a nice move up there. Right, we pushed down last night on the recall news, and then today they talked about doing a stock offering. But what they also said is that Elon Musk is going to be buying $10 million worth of shares on that stock offering. So that's supposed to be after the close today. So keep an eye on that to see how it behaves after that. This thing has just launched its way to the upside here. It did give us a 15 orb, nice 15 orb right here for a quick pop at the open, then an inside 15 over the 15 orb high for another move up. And that's Tesla. And we would expect that type of buy the dip type of movement in Tesla today. So great job on that one. We have some members who caught that as well. Square was one that was definitely on the radar this morning. So this was a huge move, right? As one of the strong ones, right? 15 orb up today. You could see that was just an incredible move. So Square did a great job. Cisco, let's just take a look at that. That was an earnings trade right there. It's just chopping around within the 15-minute orb right there, but it had a big move down out of earnings. So just kind of keep an eye on that and see how it holds those levels. Baba was a very interesting one. This is a decent by the dip one. They had good earnings, right? A nice move up, but of course with the China coronavirus news and all that stuff, it came down with the rest of the market on that, right? But it is recovering. It did recover a little bit here today and got over the 15 orb. It looks like it's about to retest the 15 orb high right now. KHC, Kraft Heinz, this is one that just was right off the open, was a decent short idea, right? Just flushed right off the open right there, and it's kind of holding the 15 orb low right now. And then one more from earnings was Yeti. Yeti gave a big move down this morning too with the rest of the market. So right now it's in the middle of the 15 orb range. So okay guys, so we have a couple chart requests that came through. So let's take a look at a few of those. We have APTO. Okay, Aptos Biosciences. It's kind of chopping around up here, so I'll just be careful with it, right? It's holding these ranges. Again, intraday, it did break down a little bit. It's below the 15 orb range, so just, kind of watch these lows right here the last couple days and see if it can hold those. If not, right, it looks like it might want to continue chopping around a little bit, so that's kind of what we're seeing here. What else do we have here? We have Zoom. There's another interesting one. So Zoom, right? This is very similar to the it's actually behaving a lot like Tesla, right? The big move up got really compressed right here, and now we have that contraction leading to expansion, right? So we have a good range today. Look at that huge move today, 15 orb up, just like this thing is trading just like Tesla. It's almost like a fractal version of it, right? We had that big move up, 15 orb high, inside 15, and then a push to the upside. Of course, it's not completely vertical like Tesla is, but it is moving a lot like Tesla. So keep an eye on that. That's something to look forward to look at. INO. Another interesting one. Nice pop today. A couple inside 15s to move it to the upside today. Great gap move and over this level right here for a bit of a gap and go here this morning on INO. So nice one right there. BTA. Here's an interesting one. Okay, inside day so far on Blackwork long term, right? So definitely want to keep an eye on here on this inside day. It does look like it likes to chop a little bit. It is bullish until proven otherwise. If you put a trend line on this one, right, you go to your low, you go to your high, go through here. So it is holding its trend pretty decently here. AMAT, this is another one. This is one that several of our members profited from this morning. Gave a good move. Now, I actually, in this one, I got stopped out of this one because I had my stops a little bit too tight on it and made a little bit of a trading error on it. So, at a good 15-hour break, I tried to get the breakout right here, came back in, grabbed my stop a little bit, minor loss on that one. And then, again, some of our members, though, my stops, their stops don't necessarily have to correspond, right? So we got a nice move out of there, and then a nice breakout at this point. What I did notice is that there was I got in a little bit too early here to get a little bit trigger happy on that one, and then we got a nice move on it to the upside. So again, there's some tools that we had that I ignored, and it ended up those tools actually showed the momentum here for a nice move to the upside. So great job for everybody who was able to profit on that one. So good job on that. IQ, this has been hitting our radar a lot recently. It's been given some nice bullish movement over the last couple of days, especially intraday. The daily chart's a little complex, but the trend has been up so far, and we're seeing some nice moves on that one. So that is pretty impressive right here. It did give a push to the downside, but then that inside 15 here broke it out of the 15-orb high. So that was a nice move as well. Starbucks. This is a great one too. One of our members pointed this one out this morning. It was a great move through these levels right here. This uses one of our methods here. We push through some of the pre-market levels right here for a nice momentum move to the upside, and it's still acting really strong here this morning. And then last but not least, Costco. What a move on Costco for a nice recovery, nice buy the dip opportunity right here. This was a key level on extra time frames, right? So we saw here we held a 50% of the range right here on the prior candle, and then gave a nice move here, and now we're at all-time highs on Costco. So good stuff there, guys. Great morning so far. Or great morning this morning. So hopefully we'll see if they chop it around for the rest of the afternoon here. But another win so far for the Bulls. Let's see where they finish it, because nothing's over until it's over, right? Until we get that closing bell. So let's see how that goes for the rest of the day. And I hope everybody does great for the rest of the day. And remember, your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.